What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Firstly, before we start, I want to thank you for your support in this channel. Today we hit 30,000 subscribers, a huge milestone, and I have a video coming out after this one thanking you guys for that. But today's video is about Facebook advertising again. You guys asked me a question about advertising general phone cases, so I'm going to go over that with you guys in this video. But first I want to show you this hat. Okay, the reason I'm wearing this hat actually is because I need a haircut. But this hat is a special hat because about 7 or 8 years ago, when I was a teenager, I used to sell these hats online, and I made very good money because these are limited edition Derek Jeter hats. And this is the last one I have, and I've had it sitting there for about 7 or 8 years, and this is the first time I've ever worn it, just because I need a haircut. So this is a very special hat, and it has a lot of history because it comes from a lot of hustling and grinding, selling this type of stuff online. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I have a video about that on my channel. I think it's how to make money as a teenager. But what we're going to do now is get into this video. And what you guys wanted to know was, how can you advertise general phone cases online to make money? So first, there's one thing. You need to know who your audience is, okay? It's very hard with general stuff to find an audience, but we will cover that. But you need to know who your audience is before you do anything. A lot of followers of mine come to me and they say, hey, I'm advertising this jewelry or this phone case, but I don't know my audience. That is really the wrong way to go about it, because you should know your audience before you even do any type of advertising. Second, with these phone cases, sometimes it's just in the marketing. A lot of videos I see, adverts I see, they target very, very broad stuff, but they succeed because they have very good marketing. This video here doesn't have many views, but what happened is the other day I found one that had over 30 million views, and it was very similar to this, so that's why I've used this one, because I can't find the other one again. And what this is it's just a video of someone with a phone case, a general phone case, and they are just playing with it in their hands, right? And that's all they're doing. And you know, if you're selling general stuff like this, it's so hard to sell the product with just an image. No one really cares about just an image when you're selling something so general. You have to think outside the box. You have to create videos and all of that good stuff. And this is just an example of something you can do. If you're shy on the camera, get a little GoPro, put it on your chest or on your head or whatever, and just play with it. And all this guy's got is a little bit of music in the background. He's playing with the phone. He has like a few kind of bits of typography that come in and tell people about the case, but it's the most simplest case around. And this is just what I just want to show you this, because this is the sort of stuff people are doing to get these large amounts of sales from phone cases. It's not just in the advertising. In fact, most of it's probably in the marketing. A lot of these adverts I see, you can click to see who they're targeting and stuff. I always do that when I see one pop up. It's very broad targeting with phone cases. It's very broad, but I'm going to show you some ways you can kind of dial down your targeting and give you some examples. Now, I apologize if I'm a little bit quiet. I'm just in my office and it's actually 10 o'clock at night. I didn't think there'd be anyone here, but there's someone next door working, so I kind of got to keep my voice down. But anyway, so this is kind of like a bad product, but don't let that stop you. This product can still be used for an upsell. This will be a good upsell for maybe another case and all that sort of good stuff. So don't let that stop you, because this is still a good product that you could use as an upsell on your store or something like that. But just to me, this generally isn't a good product to try and sell. It's just a clear case. Now, before we get further into this, I want to just let you know that I don't do much promoting of phone cases. When I do phone cases that are in specific niches like dogs, cats, and all that sort of stuff outdoors. So I do have a very good in-depth experience with phone cases, but they're not really in the general kind of thing that you guys are talking about. But I'll go through and kind of give you some examples of what I have done in the past and what's kind of worked for me. Okay, so this is one that I have sold before. Kind of had somewhat success, not a great success, but we sold some. So camouflage phone cases, and we target like outdoor and military. So you've just got to think about your audience. Once again, that was our audience, outdoor and military. The second one here, which is what we're going to use for our example in this video, I haven't sold any of these, but we'll use this for an example so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. This will be good for outdoor activities or tradesmen, so plumbers, builders, construction workers, because it's one of those like solid cases, drop your phone and bulletproof case and all that sort of good stuff. So that's what you would use, that's your audience. Outdoor people, runners, fitness, rock climbers, hunters, people that do activities that can damage their phone falls out of their pocket and all that sort of stuff. And tradesmen especially. I know because I have friends in the industry and they're always breaking their phones. Next we have carbon fiber phone cases, car enthusiasts, drifters and boy racers and all that. They love their carbon fiber stuff. So they will probably love a carbon fiber phone case. So do you see where I'm going with this? And then lastly we have the like leather phone cases with the pockets for your cards and all that. This is good for the corporate audience. Lawyers, doctors, people on the fly, businessmen that want to just have everything right there and they want to have a nice, good looking case. So these are some examples of the audiences that go with phone cases. Now there's hundreds of different variations out there, but as always, to keep my videos short, I'm just going to pick a few and we're going to be working with the outdoor activities or tradesmen's case. But yeah, just before we get into the advertising side of things real quick, you need to have an audience. Don't just go out there and get a blue case or a green case or a gold case and then put it on your store and then go, oh, who do I advertise to? You need to have a market. If you don't have one, you're not going to make money. Now, with those phone cases I talk about, you can do good marketing and all that, right? And it might work. But why not do that marketing with a case that has an audience, right? It just makes sense. So there's hundreds of different types of cases out there. These are just ones that I chose for this video. And they're general, but they have an audience behind them, which is quite important. This one here, I have actually sold quite a few of these. My girlfriend was the one that got onto this, and we had some success selling to doctors, lawyers, and stuff like that. So that's kind of what we do. But then you can also go broad with these. In the last video, I talked about dialing down your niche, but you can go broad with this type of stuff, and that's what most people do, and they put all their efforts into the marketing, like I said, with this video. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the tradesman one as an example. I'm going to jump into Facebook adverts and I'll show you kind of like what I would do with this. Alright, so I'm in my adverts and this is just our test account. Now a lot of you guys ask me kind of like the perfect audience. There is no perfect audience. We've made money off audiences that are under 100,000. We've made money off audiences that are 5 million. But my ideal audience that I like to go for is around about 800,000 to 1.5 million. Usually in between there. That's enough to scale and it's kind of specific enough for me. I've even had success with like 5 million. The audience amount doesn't matter as long as you've got the right audience. Like, when you do lookalike audiences and stuff, you're looking at like 2 million plus usually. So just as long as you've got the right audience. Now, this case here, so we want to hit tradesmen, okay? So what I would do is go down to my interests, and I'm going to go to demographics, and I'm going to go to work, and I'm going to go to industries, and I'm going to do things like, what was I doing before? Construction and extraction, right? We've got welders and all that sort of stuff. Then I'm going to go down to, I think we had, there's construction, protective services. Right, what do we got? Just bear with me for a moment. I'm kind of doing this fresh. I think it's job titles. We're going to go, nope, that's not it. You're going to use job titles or something else. So maybe installation and repair. We have technicians, welders again. What else we got here? Construction. Okay, so now I have demographics, people that work in these industries. And then I have installation and repair, and I have people that are interested in construction. Then we're going to go narrow down our audience. We're going to put in things like concrete, people that are interested in concrete. You can also do employees, but it's not much. There's people that are interested in concrete. We're going to do plumbers. We're going to do electrician. We can go job titles for that one. Electrician. We can do, what can we do here? Builder, job titles not much. Tradesman, building contractor. You want the ones with the big reinforced concrete. Building material, that's quite broad. Job title, carpentry for a job title. Like there's lots of stuff here. We're just picking tradesman, construction worker. Okay, but then what I want to do is narrow down again, and I want to do like what was our case? A Galaxy. We'll just say like, let's say we have an iPhone. We're gonna go iPhone. iPhone 6. That's a common one now. iPhone 7s. And I have 770,000 people who work in these industries and are interested in construction. And like you could even actually do a different audience for construction if you want, narrow it down more. We have carpentry, we have construction workers, we have electricians, we have people that are interested in concrete. Could maybe get rid of this, and that takes it down. So most of it's actually people that are interested in concrete. Job titles are not carpentry, because there's not really many, but we could do maybe plumbing, people that are interested in plumbing as well. 920,000. iPhone 6 Plus or 6S. Right, 1.8 million. And then now, because you've done the iPhone stuff here, when you go down to your placements, if you do mobile only, it's still going to be the same because it will just, Facebook will just do it to people with mobile. I just like to put it in here, just to kind of give it that extra, like, make sure Facebook puts it in front of people with those specific phones. Now, because in this example, most of our audience is actually on mobile. If we go mobile only, our audience is, if we go desktop only, our audience is only 400,000 and our mobile is 1.8. So really depending on my audience size, sometimes I would just do both devices if my desktop was bigger, but in this case it's not. So what I would do is I would go mobile only and ISO, obviously, because we want people on these devices. But if, for example, if it was more people on desktop, then I would just do all devices, and I would probably leave it on. I wouldn't even touch this because it wouldn't matter. So that's kind of what I just wanted to cover, because it makes sense, obviously, to advertise to these people at this point, because we have a bigger potential reach with the mobile, and then we can get the people that are actually using those devices, and we are actually advertising that specific phone case. And then we also have it up here. You know, people are going to say, well, why do you have it here when you have it down here? I just like to do that, and it doesn't really do any harm. It's dialed it down more, would really, that's all it's done. So yeah, that's really that. Like, you've really targeted it down as much as you can when you really start to get down into this type of stuff, the ISOs and all that. And obviously you would do Android devices if you were advertising an Android case. Okay, so that's how you really dial that stuff down. Now, like I said, I'm not an expert on general stuff, but I have done it before, and this is the way I've done it. I'm more of an expert in specific targeting, like pets and outdoors and fishing and all that sort of stuff. But this is a great way to do it. And then, of course, you could come down and do car enthusiasts. You would hit car pages. This is more of a... this is probably would have been a better example. You can go into your audience insights, right? Where are we here? You can go into your audience insights, and you can find those car pages, like kind of like the same examples I did in the last one, and you can then advertise to car pages, and then people who like iPhone 6s, because a lot of car enthusiasts, especially Japanese car enthusiasts, like drifters and not really muscle cars, but Japanese cars, if you know what I mean, because I've been in the car enthusiast industry before when I was younger. Love carbon fiber stuff. Then with the corporate audiences, we have your lawyers, your doctors, bankers, internet marketers, people that just work in offices, right? So you see the distinct difference here. people that work outdoors and outdoor activities, people that work indoors, and they can have a nice case because they don't need to worry about it getting broken or faded or cracked or anything like that. So that's why I've picked these two specifically very distinctive differences here than the car enthusiast, and then we've got the outdoor military type of stuff. Now I'm not going to go through the advertising and targeting for all of them because you do get the point. It's like when you go to AliExpress, let's just go to AliExpress real quick. Do phone cases, and I'll just kind of give you like a rundown. Like let's have a look. See, like this one here would be good for corporate as well, nice and clean. This one here, corporate as well. This one here would be like kind of meme, I guess, funny type of stuff. This one would be good for advertising to women. This one as well, very specific to women, just women. This one as well, just women. So you get where I'm going with this. These are generic cases, but you need to find out who your audience is. Your audience could be just women or men, right? You know, these cases here, for example, that have like a dream chaser on them, you would hit hippies or people that are into that type of stuff. Once again, carbon fiber. Wooden cases are very popular now. So you kind of maybe hit the younger generation because they're the ones that are really into that type of stuff. Let's have a look here. Just having a quick look. This one here again is more like a rugged. So once again, your outdoor activities, your people that work in the tradesmen industry, construction and all that sort of stuff. Same with this one. This one down here, women's, again, teenagers, probably 18 to 20s. So you get the idea. You get what I'm talking about. Just make sure you have an audience there. Otherwise, you're not going to sell these products. Look at these nice leather ones again. Business, this one has a cigar there. Business people, doctors, lawyers, ballers, you know, it's what you're hitting. You're hitting the people that have money with these, people that have money. So you can go onto Facebook and you can go off how much they earn per year if you want. You can do that type of stuff. Lacy ones, who would you target for that? Women. Good people are gothic. Gothic might be interested in the black ones. What else we got? Once again, some like jewelry stuff going on here, bedazzling, whatever they call that. King and queen, excellent for targeting people in relationships. Yeah, king and queen, yeah. Sorry, I thought I read that wrong. This one here, people that like wine. Once again, wooden ones. So yeah, I know I don't have a lot of information on targeting the general cases, so I'm very tired of just like doing a lot of stuff today. The general cases, because I don't do a lot of general stuff. That's why I don't want to tell you stuff that I don't do because I'll be giving you the wrong information, right? So this is the type of stuff I do, and you just want to go in here. You want to just play around, and with this type of stuff. Now I have an audience here of 1.8 million construction people in the construction industry, install and repair industry that who are interested in construction, which you could put in its own separate category if you like. We have carpenters, we have construction workers, electricians, people that are interested in concrete, people that are interested in plumbing, who like iPhone 6s and iPhone 6. Now we have the audience, but it's not, I'm not saying this is going to work. You have to also have a good ad copy, like calling all plumbers, do you drop your phone? Do you drop your phone? Or do you are you sick of your phone breaking? All that sort of stuff. You have to actually have the good advert copy to go with the audience. Don't just advertise to plumbers and concrete layers or whatever we've got here and say, buy this iPhone case, 50% off. They don't care. They could go down the road and buy an iPhone case. You have to give them a reason to why they should buy that specific iPhone case. So you want to point out a problem to them. My friends are builders and they work, a few of my friends, they work at heights and they're always dropping their phones on the ground and smashing them. That could be one of your sales points. Are you sick of dropping your phone? Are you sick of smashing your phone? Is your phone broken? Whatever. And they might purchase this case off you. Now, before we go, there's one more thing I want to kind of try and talk about, and that's cases that I see that go viral quite a lot, and stuff like that just kind of like happens. I know, like a lot of you guys, like there must be a secret to that. It just happens. They have good audience and they have good marketing, like I said. So you might see one of these cases go viral. Well, it bends, it's made out of rubber, it's very basic, like I said, they don't sell very well, but these are obviously selling well at the moment because they have these guys are probably marketing them very well, doing upsells and all that sort of stuff. So I'm just trying to kind of find stuff that would have the potential to go viral. I don't really know. Once again, I'm not an expert in this industry. I do know that these ultra tempered screens do very well. A friend of mine sells a lot of those. But I think these king and queen ones have the potential to do very, very well, exceptionally well, because you can target men and women in a relationship. They might buy it for each other or whatever, but that's got the potential to go well. These wine ones have a very good potential to do very well. So do these cat ones, owl ones. And once again, we're getting back into the niche stuff, but the reason I'm doing that is because that's what works. The niche stuff is what works when you're doing this most of the time. What else we got? You can't really sell that stuff. It's probably copyrighted. But yeah, I don't want to keep going because I could go on forever. But you get the picture. Selling general stuff, you just make sure, like I've gone through some adverts here, kind of giving a bit of an example, but you want to make sure that you have your audience. This is the number one thing, your audience, and then have a good marketing strategy. I know a lot of you guys are just going out, finding a general product, putting it on Facebook and not knowing who to target. I know this because you show me in the emails you send me. So once you get your audience sorted out, once you get your marketing sorted out, like order a case, the case that you want to promote, okay? Order the case, won't cost you much. Put all your efforts into that one case. Find your audience, order the product yourself, make a video. Smash that audience with that video. Do different ad copies. Do different videos maybe. Different headings. Different sales pitches. Do your testing on that specific video. Now, videos work very well with phone cases. I've said this before. I've said it in the video. So if you're having trouble selling phone cases, pitches just don't cut it most of the time. They really just don't. Videos work very well on Facebook now, especially with gadgets, phone cases, and general items. So we're going to close the video here because I don't want to ramble on. I'm sure you guys have got the picture, but just make sure you don't concentrate on your like you always say to me, who should I target? Who should I target? That's only one part of the equation. Get the audience right? That is a very important part, but you also have to get the marketing right. With this type of stuff, with any type of Facebook advertising, but especially with something that's so general. You have to give the people a reason to purchase the product. And if you're going to be if you're going to be advertising something like this, the people you're going to be trying to hit are people in the construction industry or, like I said, the outdoor activities. So you're hunting, you're fishermen, all of that stuff, which is probably would have been a better example for this video, but I wanted to kind of go into the trade stuff. But outdoor activities is also super easy to target. So just get your general audience down, get a video going, special general stuff, or even like a GIF or something. I don't really know. I haven't done a lot of general stuff, but I do know that videos work a lot better. Split test audiences. Test. You're going to get an audience that works after your split testing, and then you can upscale that by doing more videos, different phone cases, and all of that. Alright, so that's it for this video. Just a quick one. It probably actually ended up being pretty long, but I hope you get the idea. It's very hard for me to try and tell you how to do general stuff because I don't do a lot of it myself. I mainly stick with very specific things because they're easy to make money from. But this should give you a general idea. Just think about your audience, get your marketing right, and you'll start to see some traction in your Facebook adverts.